Hey yogis, welcome back. This flow is a full body flow, so you're going to get a good stretch from head to toe. There's a good mix between flexibility and strength, so you're going to feel really balanced. The moves through this pose, the poses, the sequence, it's very fluid, so just making sure that you flow with your breath so you can really get the full flow experience of this specific sequence I put together. So I hope you enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe whenever you get a chance, and I'll see you on your mat. We're going to start this practice in a comfortable, easy seat, Sukhasana. So if you have a block or a bolster, you can sit up on a block or a bolster and just kind of elevate your hips. It helps open them up a little bit more. I don't have a block with me right now, so I'm just going to sit on the ground. It's totally fine if you don't have one. And I want you to just take a big circle with the shoulders so they come up, down, and back. So you're sitting up nice and tall, so your spine is sitting up nice and straight. The crown of your head is lifting towards the ceiling, and then just softly close your eyes and take a moment to just check in with yourself. Just noticing how you showed up on your mat without judgment. And start to notice if you need your palms facing down, resting on your thighs to kind of ground yourself. Or if you want to flip your palms facing up to receive whatever energy you feel like you may need for this practice. So deciding which way you need your palms, and then taking a couple just natural breaths sitting here in this easy seat. Now you just take a really deep breath in, feel your belly, your ribs, your chest rise. And then a deep exhale, feeling your chest, ribs, and belly fall. And do that again. Inhale, belly fills, your chest rises. And your chest falls, and your belly follows. Just really focusing on the depth of the breath. So make the inhales really, really slow. And make the exhales even slower. And maybe you're already starting to notice your Ujjayi breath come into play. Maybe your lips are already closed. If they're not already, close them. And keep the breath in and out of the nose. You're going to start to add in that little bit of constriction to the back of your throat. You're going to notice how it starts to sound like waves of the ocean. Notice how audible it is, how present your breath is in your body. So noticing how the breath is making you a little bit warmer. Again, noticing the sound of the breath, how it makes you feel. It makes you feel a little bit more calm, grounded, rooted. Just notice that. And keeping the breath how it is flowing in and out of the nose. Pull your hands into your heart and your chin into your chest. Just taking this moment to set your intention for this practice. Maybe it's an I am statement. Or maybe it's just any positive affirmation that comes to mind that you feel like you need right now. Let it sink in. Good. And on your next inhale, reach up, look up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, release your fingertips down to either sides of your hips. It's called your mountain breath. So inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come back down, fingertips touch the earth. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reaching the energy through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down to either sides of your hips. And you're going to walk your left hand out to the left side, reaching the right arm up and over the ears, so you're lengthening the right side body. Keeping that Ujjayi breath present, really reaching the right fingertips over to the left side while still keeping that right sit bone grounded. And then you'll switch sides. So take that right hand down, walk the right hand out, left arm comes up and over the ear, left fingertips reaching over to the right side. but keeping that left sit bone really grounded onto your mat, onto the floor. The breath is slow. And then that left hand will come back down to the ground. Inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand to the left leg, left hand to the base of your spine. So it's acting kind of as if you had a second spine. So inhale, sit up really tall. Exhale, twist as far as you can towards the wall behind you. And when you come back through center, you'll inhale, reach your arms up through center. And then exhale, twist over to the right. So left hand, right leg, right hand to the base of your spine. Again, acting as that second spine. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, twist as deep as you can. Good, come back through center. Inhale, reach up through center. And then exhale, bring the hands to the front of the knees and just grab like a gentle hold of the knees. Inhale, lift the chest, the chin up. Exhale, round the spine and tuck the chin down and your arms are straight. So inhale, lift the chest, the chin. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Last one, inhale, lift the heart, the eye gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, drop the chin, and just notice the stretch in the back of the neck, and just keep holding it here for a couple breaths. Again, your arms are straight, so you're releasing everything in your upper back, your traps. Good, and then sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back again, so you're sitting up really, really straight. Breathe in. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, uncross your feet, find yourself in a child's pose. So just send your hips back towards your heels. Rest your forehead, your third eye down to the mat. And I really want you to ground your palms down, spread your fingertips out as wide as you can, and keep your elbows lifted off the mat so your arms are nice and active. And then press your palms down even more firmly so your sit bones are kind of being forced or helped back towards your heels a little bit more. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good, keeping the palms grounded, rise up to a tabletop. You can adjust where you need to. Stack your shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. Inhale, cow, drop the belly down. Lift your head and tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, cow, arching your back, looking over your eyebrows. Exhale, cat, round the spine, tuck the chin. One more time. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, cat, round and look down. Good. Come back through your neutral tabletop so you have a nice flat back. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands about one handprint forward and come up into a high plank. So just straighten out your legs. And with walking your hands that print forward, you should be able to just lift the knees and be in one flat straight line. So really focus on lifting the belly button in and up towards the spine and keep pressing the floor away from you, making space between the shoulder blades, and just notice the heat that's starting to build up in your body. Again, noticing the sound of your breath, the slow Ujjayi victorious breath. Holding for 3 more. For 2. 1 more inhale. And then let your exhale lower you all the way down to the belly, dropping your knees if you need to. Your next breath in will lift your chest up, cobra. Exhale, lower it back down. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, lift the chest. Your exhale lowers you back down. Tuck the toes and press it back up to a high plank. So take a deep breath in when you get there. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Your first one of this practice, so you can pedal push out your feet, bending one knee and straightening the other, and just going back and forth. Or if you're ready for that stillness in this first down dog, go ahead and meet in that stillness. Letting your heels kind of melt down towards the ground, even if they don't touch. It's totally fine, mine don't. And take a deep breath in and out, walking your hands back to meet your feet, bringing your feet hip distance apart if they're not already. Bend your knees a lot, ragdoll at the back of your mat. So catch opposite elbows with the hands, let the head hang heavy, let the gravity kind of pull your forearms towards the floor so you release your lower back, your traps again. Maybe you sway left to right, maybe you shake your head yes, no. And release your fingertips to the ground and toe heel your feet into touch at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, your back is flat. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up to stand, reach up through the fingertips, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands pass through heart center, Uttanasana fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen out the spine again. Good, exhale, walk your hands out to your high plank. For this first Chaturanga Dandasana, we're gonna lower the knees to the mat, take a breath in. Exhale, lower down, low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog, sit bones lift up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale and let it go. Good, inhale, lift the heels up, look up to the hands and either tiptoe or hop to the top of the mat, you choose. If you're hopping, try to land nice and light. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, rise, stand, reach up. Exhale takes you all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, half lengthen. Exhale, ground the palms, step it back to your high plank this time, flowing through your vinyasa, dropping the knees if you need to, or keeping the knees lifted this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big inhale, and let it go. Good, next breath in, that right leg will lift back and up to three-legged down dog. And on your next exhale, the knee will draw into the nose, hinging forward, pulling that knee as close into the nose as you can, and then stepping it between the hands, drop the back knee down to the mat. Bring both hands to the top of that right leg. Inhale, lift a little bit. And then exhale, bend into it. Press your palms down to lift your chest and your heart up towards the ceiling. Good, and let your hands come down and around. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to half split, straighten the front leg and fold over it. Take a single breath in and a single breath out. Good, bend into that right knee. Ground the left hand, add on a twist, lifting the back knee, lifting the right arm. So you're opening up towards the right side of the room. Take a full breath in. Good, exhale, ground that right hand down, send it back and up, three-legged down dog. Right foot lifts to the sky, take a breath in. Exhale, draw that right knee to right tricep, keep pulling it forward, pause. And that right knee will pull over to the left tricep. Draw the knee into the nose, keep holding. Step the foot back in between the hands, this time keep the back knee lifted and rise up, crescent lunge. So that back knee is lengthening out, so you're feeling a stretch in that left hip flexor. Now when you keep this deep bend in the right leg, and as quiet and with as much control as you can, bring that left foot to meet the right, so you're meeting in a chair pose at the top of your mat. Good, the sit bones are dropping down, and then also back, take a breath in, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, ground the palms, send it back to your high plank, flowing through your vinyasa, knees lifted or lowered. I'm going to keep mine lowered for the rest of this practice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Let it go. Good, inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged. Exhale, draw the knee into the nose, pause it here, pull it in as much as you can, and then step that left foot forward, drop the back knee down, rise up, bringing both hands to that left leg. Inhale, lift a little bit, and then let your exhale bring you into your deepest point, pressing the palms, lifting the heart, straightening the arms. Inhale, hands come down and around, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, half split, straighten the front leg and fold over it, flexing the toes back. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend back into that left knee, adding on the twist. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee as you lift the left fingertips up Twisting to the left side of the room this time. Inhale. Good. Exhale, that left hand comes down. Send the left foot backing up, three-legged down dog. Good. Bend the knee, pull the knee into the left tricep, pause. Pull it over to the right tricep, pause. And then draw the knee into the nose. Stepping it through crescent lunge, left side. So again, you're keeping that back leg as straight as you can keep it, really noticing the stretch in the front of the leg, reaching the arms up, bending deep into that front knee. And you're gonna keep the depth in that front knee. And you'll meet in a chair pose, top of the mat. Right foot meets left, sit bones drop down and back. The breath is present, inhaling slow. And then exhaling even slower. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, plant the palms, send it back. Vinyasa flow, you go. Good. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale lifts you to upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Without lifting that right foot up to the ceiling, you're just going to pull the knee into the chest and step it between the hands, rising up, warrior two. So open your arms out to a T. Try to make a lot of space between your feet so you have room to go deeper into the pose. Notice your spine lengthening taller through the crown of your head and your arms reaching in opposite directions. Take a full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Flip the front palm, reach it up and back, reverse your warrior. Good. Extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm up and over the ear. Now you have options here. You can take this right hand down to the ground or to a block. You can take a half bind with that left arm behind your back, or a full bind with that right arm coming under the right leg, grabbing hold of these left fingertips that are behind you. I'm going to stay in the modified version, but you take it or you stay where you feel it's sustainable for you. Keeping your breath slow, controlled, and present. You have two more here. Try to stay deep in that front knee. Good, and eventually you'll slowly rise back up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and lift. So you're straightening that front leg, lifting your arms up, and then exhale, bend and open. Again, inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend and open. This time, inhale, straighten, lift up. On your exhale, hands pass through heart center, Skandasana on the left. So you, again, have options here. If this left heel comes off the ground in order to get your hips down, I want you to keep your hips up as long as that left heel stays down. If you can take it all the way down with your heel staying grounded, that's an option. You can spread your wings. You can take a bind. Do what feels right. Hands can be in prayer in front of your heart or down in front of you, connected to the ground. Just noticing that stretch in your right inner thigh. Good. You're going to use the strength of your legs. This is pretty challenging, so you can help yourself if you need to, but you're going to press up and open, warrior two, towards the front of the room. Again, your spine is long, and again, your breath is slow. Full breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat and flow through your vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. And one more time, inhale. And let it go. Draw the left knee into the chest without lifting it up first. Stepping the foot between the hands, dropping the back heel, opening up warrior two. So your arms are nice and long. Your feet have a lot of space between them, going deep into the pose. Breathing in and out of the nose. And one more inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Flip the front palm, reach it back, and reverse your warrior. Good, and bring it into Extended side angle. Left forearm can stay on the thigh. Right arm comes up and over the ear. If you want to take it further, that left hand will come to the ground, or you'll take a bind. Good. Breathing for a few breaths, keeping the deep bend in that front knee. Keep rolling that right shoulder up towards the ceiling and pause. With as much control as you can, rise back up, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend and open back into it. Two more. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, bend, open. This time, inhale, straighten, lift. Exhale, hands pass through heart center, Skandasana on the right. Again, if your hips are lifted to keep that heel grounded, perfect. If you can keep your heel grounded with lowering the hips down, do that. But whatever variation you choose, you're gonna feel the stretch in that left inner thigh, so it really doesn't matter what you decide to do. It's just kind of what feels best in your body right now. And some days Skandasana is like not too challenging for me, and some days I can barely lower my hips to 90 degrees. So just honor where you're at right now. And again, you're going to use the strength of your legs to press up and open, warrior two to the front of the room. Big movements with the arms, big length in the spine. Inhale. And then on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground and flow through your vinyasa. Drop the knees if you need to, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Full breath in. And let that breath go. Travel the feet to meet the hands, top of the mat. You choose if you walk or you hop to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, rise, stand, and reach up. Exhale takes you all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, fold and hold. If your feet are not already hip distance apart, bring them hip distance apart. Padangusthasana. So wrap your peace fingers, your pointer and middle fingers around your big toes. Inhale, flat back again. Exhale, fold as deep as you can. So your elbows are coming to the sides to kind of use your arm strength to pull your chest into your thighs. Good. Noticing the stretch in your lower back, your hamstrings. Good. Start to look towards the front of your mat. And I want you to keep the right peace fingers wrapped around that right big toe. Bring your left hand to the left hip. And as best as you can, if you need to bend the knee, but try to bring that right foot up in front of you. Again, if your knee is bent, that's perfect. If you straighten it, that's perfect as well. Just do what feels right in your body. Finding your balance, using a drishti point, a focal point out in front of you to help keep the balance. Take a breath in. And then exhale, release the grip. Use the strength and control to reach it back for dancer. So catch the inside of the foot. The thumb is lifting up, kind of like a thumbs up. Once you have your balance here, reach the left hand up and then start to hinge it forward, dancer. Good. Noticing the breath. Can you slow it down? Good. And as you release that right foot down, inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold, bringing your feet hip distance apart if they're not already. Good. Yogi toe up your big toes once again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, maybe you're able to fold a little bit deeper now since we've been here already. Using the strength of your arms to pull it in as much as you can. Good. And look out to the front edge of your mat. Keeping the grip with the left hand, bring that right hand to the hip. And again, with control, bending the knee is totally fine. Rising up, bringing that left leg in front of you. Again, the knee can be bent or the knee can be straight. Just pausing here, really finding the balance on this right side, well, on this right foot rather. And trying not to let that left foot touch the ground, just release it And then bring it back, setting up for dancer. Again, the palm is out, the thumb is up, catching the inside of the foot. Once you have the balance, reach the right arm up, and then hinge forward at the hips. Pausing here. Good. And you let that left foot touch the ground. Inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen up. And then exhale, fold to your deepest point. And just pause here for a second. And look to the top edge of your mat. Once again, bring your hands forward a little bit more. Drop your hips towards your heels, lifting the heels off the ground. Tuck the chin into the knees and just stretch the back of the neck. And we'll slowly drop the heels to the floor. Lower the sit bones to the ground. Extend the feet in front of you. Flex the toes back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Paschimottanasana. And then sit up, nice and tall, reach forward, and then tuck the tailbone under and slowly roll all the way down to your back. Take your time. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, full body stretch. Exhale, pull the knees into your chest and just gently rock from left to right. Should feel pretty good on your lower back. Should feel pretty good to just lie down on your mat. Good. And you'll find a happy baby catching the outsides of the feet, or if that's too far or too uncomfortable, grab the outsides of the shins or the backs of the knees. Whatever feels right. I just want you to try and keep that entire spine on the ground, no rounding of the spine. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, pulling your knees down a little bit more if you can. Ground the feet to the floor, lifting the knees to the sky. Inhale, lift the hips for bridge pose, or if you want to take a full wheel, take a full wheel. Bringing your hands up by your ears, and then pressing up through your arms and your legs. If you're staying in a bridge pose, try to feel like you're holding an imaginary block in between the knees so you protect your lower back. And then you'll slowly lower down to the mat. And you'll hug your right knee into your chest. And then twist that right knee over to the left. Right arm comes out to a T. And you'll switch sides. Right leg goes out. Left knee draws in. Twisting to the other side. Supine twist. The back always cracks in this twist. It feels really good sometimes. You'll bring it back through center, giving yourself a hug, a squeeze, pulling your forehead up towards the knees. Inhale. And then exhale, release into your final Shavasana, your resting pose. So let your feet come to the corners of the mat. Let your arms come away from the torso, the upper body. Let the palms face up, and let the eyes just softly close, not forcing or straining them shut. Just letting them softly be closed. Let your body kind of get heavy as if it's going to leave an indentation in the ground. You're going to stay in this Shavasana for about 5 minutes or maybe longer if you have the time. But just making sure you give yourself the time to absorb and just take in every single thing that this practice just gave you. Thank you so much for showing up on your mat. And namaste. I'll see you next time.